A lovely morning, my dear students. A very warm welcome to your English online class. Today, we will dealing with the remaining part of the same story given under chapter 11, The Selfish Giant. So, without wasting our time, let's start the story. One morning, the giant was in bed when he heard some lovely music. It sounded too sweet to his ears that he thought it must be the king's musicians passing by. It was only a little linnet singing outside his window. It was the most beautiful music in the world. I believe spring has come at last, said the giant, and he jumped out of the bed and looked out. So, here, one fine morning, as the giant was lying in his bed, he heard a music that felt so lovely to his ears that he thought it was the king's musicians that were passing by. Actually, it was a little bird linnet that was singing outside his window. It had been long since he heard any bird singing. He felt as if it was the most beautiful music in the world. He said to himself that it might have been spring that had finally shown up at his garden. The giant was so excited and jumped out of his bed to check. Let's see, what did he see? He saw the most wonderful sight. Through a little hole in the wall, all the children had crept in, and they were sitting on the branches of the trees. The trees were so glad to see the children that they had blossomed. The birds were flying about, the twittering with delight. The flowers were looking up through the green grass. So, after so long, the giant saw an amazing view. He witnessed little children sitting on the branches of the trees. They had come inside the garden through a little hole in the wall. The giant could see the trees covered with blossoms as they were so happy that the children were back. The birds had returned and were flying and singing with great pleasure. The flowers had come out of the ground and as they peeped through the grass. Only in one corner, the garden, only in one corner of the garden, it was still winter. In that corner stood a little boy. He was so small that he could not reach up to the branches of the tree. He was crying. He was crying. The poor tree was still quite covered with the frost and snow. Climb up, little boy, said the tree, but the boy was too tiny. While the rest of the garden was blooming, there was one little corner where there was still winter. It was at a great distance, and there stood a little boy. He was so tiny that he couldn't climb the branches of the tree. The boy couldn't reach it even when the tree bent itself to let the little boy on because he was so short. The boy wandering around and cried the frost and snow still covered the tree. The giant saw this. How selfish I have been, he said. Now I know why spring not come here. I will put that poor little boy on the top of the tree. Then I will pull down the wall and my garden shall be the children's playground forever and ever. He was really very sorry for what he had done. So he went out into the garden, but when the children saw him, they were so frightened that they all ran away, and the winter came back to the garden. So, what happened here? The sight of the little boy struggling and crying melted the giant's heart. He realized how self centered he was. He understood the reason behind the absence of spring in his garden. He wanted to put the poor little boy on the tree, but as the children saw him, they were so scared and went away from the garden. And again, winter arrived. Only the little boy did not run, for his eyes were so full of tears that he did not see the giant coming. The giant took him gently in his hand and put him up onto the tree. So, everyone had left the garden except that tiny child in the corner because he was not able to see the giant near to him due to his teary eyes. The giant went near him quietly so as to not scare away the little boy. He gently held him into his hands and helped him to sit on the tree. Then what happened? And the tree blossomed, and the tree blossomed, and the birds came and sang on it. The little boy put his arms around the giant's neck and kissed him. The other children saw that the giant was not wicked any longer. The children came running back, and with them came spring. It is your garden now, little children, said the giant. And he took a great axe and knocked down the wall. Since then, the giant plays with the children in the most beautiful garden every day. So, what happened at last? The giant helped the tiny boy to sit on the tree. The tree instantly blossomed and attracted birds that began singing. This made the boy extremely happy, and he stretched out his hands to hug the giant around his neck and kiss him. Upon seeing the changed behavior of the giant from evil to gentle, the children came running back. The spring followed them. The giant told the children that the garden is theirs and it is open for them to play. He took the wall down with the huge axe. Now the giant plays with the children in the most beautiful garden every day. So, this is the story of the selfish giant. Hope you enjoyed the story. Goodbye, children, and always help the poor children. Okay?